Episode 188. Today we discuss the Adam Frazier trade, go through the game recaps Dahn on the farm, discuss the upcoming series, Yinzer-Palooza weekend, versus the White Sox, and are joined by Greensboro Grasshoppers pitcher, Jake Shirk. You're listening to the Bucko Banter podcast, brought to you by the Just Baseball Media Network. Cue the music.
Rockin' 101, she compliment my taste. Whiskey in my lemonade, cause I like the way it tastes. Best seats at the Pirates game, they let me run the base. Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates. Order steak by the plates, and in case after case, run my race at my pace, clear the grass of the snake.
Welcome back to Down on the Farm. I feel like we have a lot to talk about today, Adam. We have a trade. We have the MLB draft. We're getting through the All-Star weekend. We have the last week of games to recap. This might be a longer Down on the Farm episode here.
All of our problems are now solved. Now that Adam Frazier is traded. Don't look any further into it. Cam Devaney is the savior of Pittsburgh. He's what we needed at shortstop. IKF is going to be traded. Cam is going to come in. He's going to hit 20 bombs by the end of the year. He's already got 18 down in AAA.
Yep.
All hail GMBC. He's totally redeemed himself. My God, are we off to a hot start?
That we are, man. That we are. In all seriousness, pretty good return for Adam Frazier. Anyone wanting to complain about that trade? If just to bring everyone up to date, today the Pirates made their first trade. Adam Frazier back to the Kansas City Royals for AAA shortstop Cam Devaney. He's 28 years old. That's the catch, all right? But he has a 931 OPS this year in AAA, batting .272 with 18 homers and 50-plus RBIs. This is the type of guy you're going to get for an Adam Frazier. I'm shocked that you get any type of return for Adam Frazier. So I think it's worth it. For a veteran rental utility player, you get a guy that has experience, who's blocked and has some pop and has definitely experienced some type of swing change this year, because I've really dived into the Cam Devaney dialogue today, and it was all about how he's made improvements and added more power to his game this year, and he can stick at shortstop. So I think this is going to be your shortstop for the second half. I know he was optioned to AAA today, but IKF is a temporary pirate as we speak.
You can't be mad about this. And if you are, you're just choosing to be mad over the greater scheme of things. And I understand just being generally frustrated, but you can't hate on the Adam Frazier signing, hate on him being in Pittsburgh, and then get mad when this is the trade or this is the return. You should be happy that they got anything for Adam Frazier. I don't know what more you want or what you expect a return. If you expect a greater return, then you have no idea how to evaluate trades. You have no idea how to evaluate talent. You have no idea what you're doing. And I saw a lot of tweets out there today.
Oh my.
Just ridiculous stuff, man. Like, you're just saying stuff to try and have a voice. It's either that or it's rage bait. Relax. It's Adam Frazier. They traded Adam Frazier. Again, they traded Adam Frazier. They didn't trade O'Neal Cruz. They didn't trade Ryan Reynolds. They didn't trade Paul Skeens. They traded a guy on a 1-year deal who wasn't even playing.
I mean, he was like the left fielder for a good bit, but yeah.
Good bit. He hasn't been playing on the road trip. He barely played.
I know. Yeah. You're right.
It's ridiculous. This is what they need to do with the 1-year guys. Get what you can and just try and maximize whatever it is. And you added a bat. Yeah, he's 28 years old, but it's power and it's somebody who could play the middle infield.
For Frazier, you either get that, you get pool money, or you get some like dude at 17 in a DSL. Like, take your pick. I think they took a gamble on a guy that has potential, that could play right now, who's major league ready, and he was called up to debut against the Pirates in Kansas City and just didn't get a bat or get to play at all. But This is a gamble you take for an Adam Frazier. Like, this is a no brainer. Like,
Yeah.
no one's gonna look at this trade and be like, "Wow, the Pirates got cooked." Absolutely no one.
No, if anything, they're saying the Pirates made a good move.
Yeah.
That was the general consensus from baseball minds around the league. There's no downside to this trade.
Yeah.
Absolutely none. So expect to see more deals like this with guys on 1-year contracts. Maybe a little bit more of a return for an Andrew Heaney type, like starting pitching. If it's
Bullpen.
bullpen arms, like, yeah, I get that, but good move, good start. I'm glad they're not waiting around to get this ball rolling. I expect it to heat up significantly as time goes on, but let's get into some minor league stuff, Scott. And before we do, shout out to our partners over at Rhythm. You got to bet smarter with Rhythm. You can't just be on BetMGM, clicking whatever it is you want to make money on with no research. But I understand it's difficult doing all that research. It's time consuming. You have a job, you're just trying to have fun. So take all of that legwork out with Rhythm. It's data backed, easy to use, nice interface, shows you all the power trends, what's likely to get you the best return on your investment. Take all the guesswork out, bet with Rhythm. Use code all caps just baseball. That's just baseball 50 for 50% off the entire year, Scott. You could try it free for 7 days and bet smarter with Rhythm. What's going on down on the farm? Do we have any headlines?
Not really headlines with the current crop, but I just want to talk about the MLB draft.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've got that was this past week, and MLB Pipeline listed their top drafts per organization. The Pirates were ranked number 2 behind the Orioles. The Orioles had the highest, you know, pool money. So of course they had a pretty good showing this year, but the Pirates with the ninth largest pool did pretty well, man. They really leaned into risk and upside at the beginning. They took 2 prep arms with their first 2 picks, guys with model friendly fastballs and plus changeups. And they rounded out their class with a lot of college bats, a lot of college players. They took guys with plus contact skills, plus raw power, just a variety of players. And I thought they did pretty well given the overall weakness of this class. Number 6 overall pick, they got Seth Hernandez, who has been noted as one of the best prep arms in the draft in quite some time. This is the Future Stars Series number 1 overall player, Joe Doyle. Puts together that list. That was his number 1 player. I think it was JB's number 3 player, just baseball, as in JB. Tons of projection, best changeup in the class, pounds of strike zone, 93 to 96, touches 100. This guy could be Hunter great. Like, this guy could, like, there's a lot of promise here. And what they did is they took what they know they can develop. And I love that, man, because this is a weak class with college bats. Everyone's like, where's the bats? Where's the bats? There's some guys we wanted. We wanted Dave Arquette. We wanted even some of the prep bats. But they are really good at developing bats. And they're like, we're just going to, or developing arms. And they're like, we're going to stock up on arms. We're going to take the best player available given where we're at in the draft.
I can't tell you how many texts I got from family members and friends asking why they're not drafting bats.
This
And
is
it was
an
just the
NFL
first
draft,
round.
people.
I know.
Yeah.
And I have to explain to everybody, it's not the NFL draft. It's not the NBA draft. It's not the NHL draft for so many reasons.
Yeah.
It's extremely complicated when it comes to money, guys coming out of high school. It's got to be spread out, and you got to take just the best available.
Yeah.
Right. We've seen people draft based on need, and there's no guarantee it ever works. And none of these guys, maybe a couple, will make an impact within a year. Maybe. And maybe those couple that I'm referring to won't even pan out. There's just, you draft upside. You draft what your scouting department's looking for. I agree with you, man. I think they found a lot of guys with raw power, Jared Jones, Murph Gray, guys that you can I'm trying to tiptoe
Eddie
around
King Jr. in the
Eddie King
16th.
Jr. Yeah. I mean, great. Like, if you could develop some type of hit tool with those guys, awesome. But you've proven that you could develop arms. You're one
Mhm.
of the best in the league at it. So take those guys, and then you have so many arms that you could either develop those and they become big league arms, they become bullpen arms, maybe your future closer, or you deal from that depth and you bring in the bats that are close to being major league ready or that another team was able to develop.
Yeah.
I love this draft. I thought it was great. Justin
Yeah,
Horwitz did a fantastic job.
he did a great job. He what did he say? It was the term they coined for their second day, plunder
Plunder
the
the deep.
D. Yeah, the finding the hidden treasure, and they really did. They got Jared Jones in the ninth. Their second round pick isn't talked about enough. Angel Cervantes, he's a prep arm from California. Murph, our known friend of the pod, Pirates prospect guru. He said next to Seth Hernandez, this was my second favorite arm in the draft. And he's pretty similar to Seth Hernandez in terms of he's a plus athlete with a repeatable delivery. I don't think he gets up velo wise that Seth does, but he can get up to 96, and he has a plus changeup. Him and Seth Hernandez probably have the best changeups in the class. So they took guys with plus fastball characteristics and good changeups, and they're going to develop them. I love it. I love it. I love what they did in this draft. I like some of the guys in the back half too. Some of the college bats: Eddie King, Jared Jones, Matt King from Arizona State. They did well given the draft, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited for these guys to sign. I'm excited to get some of them on the show too, man, because I know we're itching to do that as well.
Got some stuff in the works. Got
Yeah.
some stuff cooking. The only other headlines that I have, Scotty, I found per Anthony Murphy, Malcolm Nunez placed on the 7-day IL, and Hunter Furtado and
Oh,
Abraham Gutierrez transferred to the 60-day IL.
didn't see that.
So, other than that, big week with the MLB draft. Let's get into the game recaps. I'll get us kicked off with Indianapolis. They hosted the Gwinnett Stripers, the AAA affiliate for the Braves. Indianapolis right now is 55-37. Billy Cook on the week, 2 for 21, 2 runs with 2 home runs. Nick York, 1 for 15 with a double and 5 Ks. Tuesday, Thomas Harrington went 6 innings, 2 hits, no earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Dari Moretta, 1 inning, no hits, 2 Ks. I think we're going to see him shortly. Ronnie Simon went 3 for 5 with 2 stolen bases. He's got 17 bags on the season. Wednesday, Colin Holderman, 1 inning, no hits, 1 K. Ronnie Simon went 1 for 3 with a double and another stolen base. Bubba Chandler is back to Bubba Chandler. 6 innings, 5 hits, no earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. Eddie Yeen, second hold, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned, 1 walk, 1 K. And then Simon hit his 7th home run on the year. Hunter Barco on Friday went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 3 earned, 4 walks, 4 Ks. Ryan Barucki on his rehab assignment, 1 inning, no hits, 2 Ks. Dari Moretta went 1 inning with 3 strikeouts. And then Saturday, Billy Cook hit 2 home runs. He's got 4 down in Indianapolis, 3 RBIs. Sunday, Thomas Harrington went 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned, no walks, 3 Ks with 2 home runs. Barucki again, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned, 1 walk, 1 K. And then Nick Solak went 2 for 3 with his 10th home run on the year.
Let's go to Altoona. They were playing the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, the Mets AA affiliate. Altoona sits at 41-45 after this series. Tamara went 2 for 15 with an RBI and a walk and 2 Ks. Sits at 247 during the break. Mitch Shebb 4 for 17. Sits at 254. As Merlin Valdez, before he went to Atlanta for the Futures game, 2 for 10, 2 doubles, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Omar Alfonso went 2 for 19 with a double and 2 RBIs. Tuesday, Valentin Linares. This team is full of relievers. 2 1/3, 1 inning, no hit, no earned, 4 Ks. Mitch Shebb went 2 for 4 with his 22nd stolen base of the year. Wednesday, Alessandro Urcolani. 5 innings, 1 hit, no earned, 1 walk, 3 Ks. Has a sub-4 ERA at 3.82. Is Merlin Valdez 1 for 3 with a double, Thursday, Antoine Kelly has not had one bad outing since going to Altoona.
Yeah.
4 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 9 Ks. He's at 119, and that's just at Altoona. Brandon Bidwa remains scoreless, 1 1/3, 1 hit, no earned, 2 Ks. Friday, Wilbur Dotel, not his best start. 4 2/3, 8 hits, 5 earned, no walks, 2 Ks. Gave up 3 homers. ERA's up to 4.54. On Saturday, Wilkin Ramos earned his 5th save. 1 inning, no hits, 1 K. Michael Escoto hit his 2nd home run while joining Altoona. His 2 RBIs. And then Sunday, Bidwa and Ryan Harbin, scoreless innings in relief. They've been nails since being called up. Due scores, he went 3 for 5 with a double, his first AA homer and RBI. Let's go to Greensboro, Adam.
First, the Bowling Green Hot Rods, the high A affiliate for the Rays. Greensboro right now, staying hot, still 60-26 on the week. Javier Rivas went 5 for 22 with a home run, 6 RBIs. Connor Griffin 0 for 6 with 2 walks, 1 K, and a stolen base. And then Will Taylor, friend of the show, 6 for 19, 6 runs with a double and 2 home runs. Tuesday, another friend of the show, Derek Berg, 1 for 3 with a home run, 1 RBI. Thursday, another friend of the show, Peyton Stumbo, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks. Titus Dumitru, 3 for 4 with a double RBI. Connor Griffin, need I say it again, his 15th stolen bag on the year. Again, Thursday, Christian Curtis and Jake Shirk, Bucko Banter legends, 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks, gave up a home run for Curtis, and then Shirk, 2 innings, no hits, 2 Ks. You'll hear from him later on in the show today. And then Friday, Connor Wheatgrief went 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned, 7 Ks. Will Taylor, 3 for 5 with 2 home runs on the day, 4 RBIs. PJ Hilson had a week, 3 for 4, 2 home runs, his 10th on the year, 2 RBIs. Javier Rivas hit his 18th of the season. Saturday, Carlson Reed, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 4 walks, 3 Ks, 2 home runs. And then Dumitru went 2 for 3 with his 5th home run. And then Sunday, they went perfect game again.
2nd in 9 days or something like that?
Hunling Cheng went 5 innings, no hits, no earned, 5 Ks. Joshua Lushorn, 2 innings. Jake Shirk, 1 inning. Jared Bayless, 1 inning. Dumitru went 3 for 3 RBI, his 14th stolen bag on the year. Talked a little bit about the perfect game with Shirk coming up. Just unreal stuff. You think Greensboro, they got the bats down there? That group of arms is starting to come together. Something's brewing down in Greensboro. So overall, good week from the Grasshoppers.
Let's go to Bradenton. They're playing the St. Lucie Mets. The Marauders sit at 40-46 after this series. Wyatt Sanford went 3 for 18 with a double and an RBI this week, 2 stolen bases. Your Donnie De Los Santos, 4 for 27, a homer, 1 RBI, 5 stolen bases. Johnny Severino picked it up a bit, 5 for 23, a double, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. And Edward Florentino continues to impress, 6 for 19, a double, a homer, 5 RBIs, 6 stolen bases. His average is at 294. Tuesday, Ryan Bruckey, rehab appearance, 1 inning, no hits, 1 K. Florentino went 2 for 4 with his 4th homer, 3 RBIs, his 7th stolen base. Richard Ramirez, a catcher that was called up from the complex, 3 for 4 with a double, his 2nd home run, 4 RBIs. Wednesday, David Matoma, 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned, 1 K, while Johnny Severino went 1 for 4 with his 7th homer of the season. Thursday, we got your Donnie De Los Santos and Johnny Severino, each homering their 5th and 8th, respectively, of the season. While Friday, Oviedo, another rehab start, 2 2/3, 2 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. De Los Santos steals his 35th bag of the year. Absolutely insane. Saturday, Xander Meath, 3 1/3, 2 hits, 1 earned, 4 walks, 7 Ks. Florentino steals 2 bags. He has 11 on the season. It feels like he was just called up. He already has 11 stolen bases. Sunday, Dominic Parachi, rehab start, 3 innings, no hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks. David Matoma suffered a loss, 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 earned, 2 walks, gave up a homer. That is it for the Marauders this week. Florentino has been the storyline there. I'm excited to get back into game action this week, Adam.
Absolutely. Before we move on to Major League Baseball on our Down on the Farm episode, do we got a player of the week or do we have a staff of the week?
We have a staff of the week. I'm going to go with the Greensboro pitching staff. Last week we went Christian Curtis. He went 6 innings, 10 hits, but I'm going to go with all 4 pitchers. We got Hung Lang Chang, we got Joshua Loshorn, Jake Shirk, and Jared Bayless. Pitched another perfecto in Greensboro. Just an absolute nails outing. And it was at their ballpark too, I believe. So to pitch a perfecto there is not easy. Hitter friendly ballpark. Shout out to the Grasshoppers. They're just killing it. As has been this theme this whole season for them.
100%. Scott, why don't we just jump right into the White Sox?
Let's do it.
Coming back from the break, the White Sox are 32-65, 5th in the AL Central. Real heavyweight battle this weekend. Good way to turn the ship around. The pirate ship that we need out in the outfield, some might say. I'll get us kicked off Friday. Right-handed pitcher Jonathan Cannon versus Mitch Keller. Cannon this year 3-7 with a 4.44 ERA, 77 innings, 15 games, 61 Ks with a 1.44 WHIP. The Arsenal, you're getting a cutter, change, sinker, four-seam sweeper. It's a polished right-hander, pitch mix, and command first profile. Doesn't flash overpowering stuff. His cutter slider combo and ability to throw strikes make him a strong candidate for a rotation role. Fits the mold of a dependable innings eater with the potential to exceed expectations if his changeup takes a step forward or if he adds a tick of velocity. What about Saturday, Scott?
We got Adrian Hauser. Familiar name. He is 5-2 this year with a 1.56 ERA in 57 2/3 innings pitched, 9 games started, 39 Ks, and a 1.13 WHIP. He's done pretty well with the White Sox so far. He throws a sinker, change, curve, four-seam slider. The sinker most 44% of the time. He can get up to like 94 miles an hour. The change will sit mid-80s, while the curve will sit low 80s. He's a sinker baller who thrives on weak contact and ground balls. While he lacks overpowering stuff or dominant strikeout numbers, his ability to pitch efficiently and handle right-handed hitters specifically gives him value as a back-end starter in this league. He keeps the ball in the yard, too. He has a career home run per 9 under 1. So he's going to keep the ball on the ground. Should be an interesting matchup this Saturday.
And then Sunday, a familiar name in right-handed pitcher Aaron Civale versus Paul Skeens. This
Pirate
year,
killer. It's not Skeens, by the way. The Pirates' rotation is a little bit jumbled. Skeens is pitching next series, but continue.
All right, cool. Great. Fantastic. Awesome. Going to be a fun weekend. This year, Civale, 2025, 1-6 with a 5.30 ERA, 52 2/3, 11 games, 36 Ks with a 1.48 WHIP. The Arsenal, cutter, sinker, curve, four-seam, slider, split, sweeper, finesse right-hander who relies on elite command, pitch mix, and sequencing over velocity. When healthy, he's a dependable innings eater capable of navigating lineups multiple times with his cutter, curveball foundation. They always struggle against him.
Dude, I feel like he pitched against us twice last year at PNC Park with 2 different teams, the Rays and the Brewers, and he struggled mightily both times.
Yeah. Always.
So, I don't know why I remember that, but I was like, why are we struggling against Aaron Civale? Anyways.
Just ridiculous. We're going to be at the park all weekend. We got giveaways, got a lot of content coming your way. Really excited about all that. Come find us. Come say hi. Yinzer Palooza weekend. Mac Miller bobblehead on Saturday. Let's go get one of those things, huh? I'm excited about that. You got something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Overall, it's just going to be nice to be back at the park. Let's take a quick break here, and then we'll be back with our interview with Greensboro Grasshoppers pitcher Jake Shirk. Joining us now on Bucko Banter is current Greensboro Grasshoppers pitcher Jake Shirk. Jake, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. First things first, we got to talk about it. What the hell is going on in Greensboro with these perfect games, man?
I don't know, dude. It's crazy. I mean, the first one was already unreal, and then to have a second one within, I think it was 9 days. I mean,
Yeah.
the second one didn't even feel real. It was just so crazy.
I mean, to be a part of both of them too, right? I don't think it's happened just in the minor league since 2017. And then two in, like you said, 9 days is nuts. That pitching staff is pretty unreal. We've talked to a lot of you guys. I know Bidwa is gone now, but we've talked to Kelly, Christian, Peyton. You guys got some dogs down there. How does that staff feed off of each other, especially now that you got things rolling?
Yeah, I mean, this pitching staff, we have a lot of depth. There's countless arms we can go to, but the camaraderie of the starting pitchers and the bullpen too. It's just everybody's locked in, and everybody trusts each other too. So it's a really good environment to be in as a pitcher.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys got some bats down there too. You guys are rolling in Greensboro. Let's talk transition from Wright State to the professional level. You're a Friday starter at Wright State. You go to the Pirates. You're more of a bullpen, high leverage guy now. What's that transition been like pitching at the college level to now in professional ball in a different role?
Yeah, so I guess I'll start with the mindset of it. The mindset of pitching itself hasn't really changed. Um, like as a starter in college, obviously you're facing some pretty good bats at the Division I level, and then feeding into pro ball, the mentality hasn't really changed. It's just trust your stuff and execute one pitch after another. But from as like going from a starting pitcher to a bullpen arm has definitely been an adjustment for sure. Just as in like scheduling wise, like as a starter, like especially in college, it's slated as Friday
Right.
every day, so you kind of have it's kind of easier to like get into your routines and stuff. As a starter now in the bullpen, it's kind of like you never know when you're gonna pitch. Like they don't tell you. It's kind of just be ready at all times. And once you get your
Yeah.
name called, I mean, you might be in the game in the next 5 minutes. So it's definitely adjustment, but I think I've done well at adjusting to it, and it's been a lot of fun.
I mean, just from a mental approach, right? That has to be, I don't know, I don't want to say significantly different, but just being on your toes every single day compared to just a Friday start has to be vast.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, it's gotten to the point where it's like you have to be okay with knowing that you might pitch today and your body doesn't feel that great.
Right.
Just because, like, I mean, I haven't pitched like back-to-back days yet, but I mean that's definitely in play as a bullpen arm as you progress up the levels. So, I mean, you just have to be okay. You're not going to have your best stuff every day, but you just got to go out there and battle with what you got that day.
Absolutely. I know one thing that a lot of guys that come on this show talk about in terms of a transition from the college level and just playing on weekends to professional baseball is, yeah, you're playing every single day. You rarely have a break, especially now that you're a bullpen arm. You talk about just being ready constantly. How do you prep yourself to be ready every day in terms of your routine? Is it getting in the gym? Is it analytics, watching video, recovery? How does that work for you?
I mean, it's definitely a grind, but I mean, I'll lift 3 days a week. I lift on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, and sometimes it'll be an upper body lift, and you just have to be okay with pitching on a day where you hit upper body earlier, just because, like I said before, like you never know when you're gonna pitch, and at the end of the day, you have to get your work in. But
Yeah.
it all comes down to routines. Um, like you like I'll do my arm care and stuff after throwing program, pregame throwing, just warming the body up, and then you kind of have a couple hours after our throwing program to kind of settle down, and then I'll loosen my body up a little bit before the game and get locked back in, and then it's go time.
Well, you spent some time in Bradenton and you have obviously you're in Greensboro now. Has there been a noticeable jump in level of play?
Um, I wouldn't say there's a noticeable jump in level of play. I mean, I think there's definitely good players at both levels. I think here it's just more a consistency thing. Like there's more consistent guys that
Right.
come in and perform every day. But as far as like the level of talent, I mean, I think there's level of talent across all levels in pro
Yeah.
ball.
What about your arsenal right now? What's in the arsenal right now, and has that changed from college to the professional level?
Yeah, it's definitely changed a little bit. In college, I threw a lot of four seam fastballs, and now I'm more of a sinker ball guy. I've been throwing a lot of sinkers, and it's been working really well for me. And that's
Yeah.
kind of I'm sure you've talked to a couple of other pitchers in the system, but they're pretty big on identity and kind of learning what your identity is as a pitcher on the mound. And
Yeah.
mine is kind of turned into sinkers, and then developing off speed off of that. I have a new like gyro slider that plays well with the sinker, and ever since I've been throwing that pitch for like a month now, and now that I have that in the arsenal, it's been playing really well for me.
So are you working more like east to west? Just on the video that I've seen, you're getting a ton of horizontal break, and that sinker, it looks like it's getting like arm side fade. Is
Yeah,
that kind of what your focus is on?
yeah, definitely more of an east to west guy. I've tried a lot of guys are throwing these verti fastballs,
Yeah.
and I just haven't quite perfected the verti fastball. But my sinker, I mean, I've gotten it up to 20 inches of
Yeah.
horizontal on it. So after being able to develop that, it's been working really well for me.
Was that something the Pirates came to you with in terms of pitch design or shape, working on a sinker or gyro slider?
The gyro slider for sure. I threw I guess I called it more of a two seam in college, and I had some success with it, but it wasn't necessarily as consistent as it is now. But after throwing it and then after having guys like tell me like, dude, that thing's gross.
Yeah.
It's really been a confidence booster and a go-to pitch for me.
I mean, just for the listeners, how long does that take to work on a pitch to feel comfortable using it in game?
It really depends. I mean, some guys can find a new grip and like they'll be ready to go in game with it that day. And then sometimes it takes a little adjustment just because it's a totally new grip and feel off of the fingertips. But for me, the gyro slider, I mean, it took. I mean, I've been working on it since spring training, and then I
Yeah.
just broke it out in game like a month ago. So I mean, it's more so like the confidence with it and like knowing that you're gonna be able to execute it where you want it.
Right.
Like any like it's not gonna play if you're not able to execute like the pitch where you want it to go. So it
Yeah.
just takes time to get the confidence up for it.
Gotcha. When it comes to coming out of the bullpen, I know a lot of guys have a bulldog mentality, trying to get a lot of whiffs. It doesn't seem like that's most of your game, but it's really staying in the strike zone and just getting, staying within that box, getting guys to either stay off balance or throw strikes. What's your approach? What's your mentality when you're coming into the game? Like how are you trying to attack hitters?
I mean, I'm really big on not giving away free stuff. I
Yeah.
can't stand walking guys. But for me, it's a race to two strikes at all times. I want to get a guy to two strikes, and once it's on to two strikes, I want to execute. I want to execute with two strikes and put them away.
Nice. How often are you going to analytics or data to kind of see how you're attacking hitters or to perfect your craft?
For me, I try not to get caught up in analytics too much. I think I think for me, that's more of an off season
Sure.
ordeal, just because I mean especially as a bullpen arm, like you're not going to have your best stuff every day. So it's kind of, to me, I kind of try and stay away from it and be like, my stuff's going to play. I could care less what the numbers are looking like today. I'm going to go in there and compete with what I have.
Gotcha. One thing that my co-host usually likes to ask Scott, he was a former college pitcher, and he's big on the mental side of the game, and especially with pitching, how much in your head you can be on a day-to-day basis. And the game of baseball, as we all know, failure is going to be there whether you like it or not. How do you personally deal with the ups and downs when it comes to playing baseball?
Yeah, I mean, especially as a pitcher, like you said, this game is so humbling.
Yeah.
But for me, it's try not to ride the highs too high and don't let the lows get too low. Like you got to be able to bounce back from a bad outing, and if you have a great outing, great. But like you still got to stay locked in, and because you're going to be right back on the mound in a couple days. So I mean, the mental game's everything, and it's kind of something I've been working on since college. That group was good at just talking over the mental game. Then there's a good mental performance group here with the Pirates as well. But I mean, the mental game's everything. If you're not strong in the head, then you're just not going to be able to compete at this level.
100%, man. Well, hey, we appreciate having you on the show. One question that we always close it out with is, you're at the professional level now. You're around a lot of professional baseball players in the Pirates organization. Who's one guy or maybe a pitcher or position player who has really stuck out to you where they just have that wow factor?
I mean, I'm sure you've heard the name several
I
times, but
Yeah.
Connor Griffin
Yeah,
he's
every
an
single guy.
unreal
Yeah.
athlete. I've never
Yeah.
seen I've never been huge. I'm like, how are these teams taking these high schoolers in the first round? It's like
Right.
over like a third year high level college guy. But after seeing Connor Griffin play ball, I mean, it is unbelievable. I've
He's
never
a dog.
seen well, I guess he's 19 now, but his discipline at the plate and just how he works every day is unbelievable.
Yeah. You guys got a ton of bats in that lineup.
Yeah,
It's
this
crazy.
this this grasshopper team is a very fun team to play for just because it's a winning team and it's just a great group of guys to be around. We all push each other to get better every day.
Awesome. That's good to hear, man. Well, hey, Jake, we appreciate you coming on the show. We'd love to have you again sometime soon. Good luck the rest of the year. And I think we're gonna head down to Greensboro at some point. So if you're still around, we'll come by and say hi.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Best seats at the Pirates game, they let me run the base. Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates, or the steak by the plates. And